fans to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My name is Dave Stevens, along with my partner, Mike Steele.
It's the playoffs, Dave. These teams worked really hard to be here, and I suspect neither one is ready to go home yet.
Absolutely, Mike. I don't think anyone would be surprised by that. This is playoff football at its best. The fans are pumped, and you can feel the energy in the stadium. Let's get this game started. Number 51, cutting through blockers, the sack. That will be a loss of 7. That gets us to second down. He drops back. Grabbed out of the air by number 13. That brings up a crucial third down. He steps back to pass. That brings up fourth down.
The deep pass just wasn't open on that play. Now, the D will have to go to work to get the ball back.
They'll start things off from the 16. He's hit hard, and he'll be sacked down at the 10-yard line. That will bring up second down. He launches one. The ball falls to the ground, incomplete. He drops back to pass. Sends a pass deep to the left side of the field. He can't make the catch.
Even though that pass was incomplete, those are the types of throws that stretch a defense. The D was up to the challenge that time.
And he's brought down after a return of 4. Drops back into the pocket. That will bring up second down. The running back takes the ball. Third down. The QB hands it off.
The offense was expecting heavy pass coverage over the top and wisely ran the ball to pick up a few yards.
And he split the uprights for 3 points. That's good from 64 yards out. Carolina striking first, 3-0.
The away team puts points on the board and has an opportunity to build off it. The home team has a great opportunity to get back out in front of this ball game on this drive.
Drops back into the pocket. He fires a pass to the middle of the field. And he steps out. That'll give them a fresh set of downs. He drops back to pass. He can't make the catch.
As a QB, your guys have to help you out. Sure, bad throws happen, but when it hits your hands, you have to make the play.
Number 24 takes the ball. That brings up third down. Carolina bringing pressure. Forced out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Let's see what the call on the field is. Pittsburgh elects to decline the penalty. That will bring up first down.
Certain QBs, Dave, you could actually hear the ball being released, and I think this is one of those guys. He just shot the ball into the wideout.
The defense is coming on a blitz. Puts his arm in. It's caught for the score.
Put 6 on the board for them. The defense seemed ready for it, but the offense just wouldn't be denied.
The QB tucks it in and runs. He steps in for 2.
The home team had all cylinders firing on that touchdown.
Pittsburgh pulls ahead, 8-3.
Taking the lead like that allows you to run your own game plan and forces your opponent into making adjustments. The away team has a great opportunity to get back out in front of this ball game on this drive.
He makes the pitch. The runner dodges away. That brings up a crucial third down. That marks the end of the first quarter. Pittsburgh out in front for now, 8-3. Baker dropping back, and he goes down. That'll be a loss of 8.
Everyone was covered up by the first down line. The only option they had was to check down for a shorter completion and hope the receiver could make a few people miss.
The punt's away. Number 51 takes the kick.
This drive coming up is a good chance for the offense to give themselves a bit of breathing room.
Roethlisberger looking to pass. He makes the throw. And they can't connect. Incomplete. He steps back to pass. Makes the throw over to the right side. And they can't connect. Incomplete.
I'm watching the wideout come back and motion that it wasn't on target. You can't always blame the QB, son.
Caught. And he's forced out. First down. A 5 defensive back set for the defense. Handing it off to number 24. That will move the chains.
When you can pick up the first by running, it really opens up your playbook for the next set.
He steps in for 6.
Put 6 on the board for them. The defense seemed ready for it, but the offense just wouldn't be denied.
Pittsburgh is unable to convert. Pittsburgh widens their lead. 14-3.
And now, Dave, the backups are kind of begging for some game time. The away team needs to execute on this drive if they want to start eating away at that lead they've let the other team build up on them.
That brings up second down. Baker back to pass. He fires a pass. The ball falls to the ground. Incomplete. Baker looking to pass. Another sack for the defense. This one will push the offense back to the 11-yard line. Fourth down. Webb punts it away.
The defense has their backs to the wall here. Look for some aggressive blitz packages and tight coverage.
Puts his arm into this one. Complete to number 82. Forced out of bounds. The tight end lines up on the right side. Roethlisberger. He steps in for 6.
That's a great example of a player just stepping up and making a play to get a touchdown.
And it's good. Pittsburgh widens the gap a bit with that score. 21-3.
And now, Dave, the backups are kind of begging for some game time. Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
He hands it off. That brings up second down. He tosses it to number 28. Carolina will call their first time out here. Tosses one to the back. Carolina calls timeout. That'll bring up fourth down.
I think that's a good call by the coach. There's still a lot of game left, and you don't want to force things and make a mistake here. The home team should focus on time of possession here. Keep the ball away from the other team. Drag this game out.
Throws a fastball. Carolina lines up with 5 defensive backs. Throws one. Number 10 on the reception. And he safely steps out. That will bring up first down. Second down. He makes the pitch. And he safely steps out, and that's enough for a first down.
It's runs like that, Dave, that help set the tone for this game. Nothing fancy, just our guys beat your guys.
Makes a hard, it's caught in the end zone, touchdown.
Huge credit goes to the blockers on that touchdown. That really paved the way right into the end zone.
It's good. Pittsburgh extends their lead, 28-3.
That score, as important as it is now, creates a 2-possession lead for the home team. The offense needs to get something going on this drive.
And he's tackled. Baker with the toss. That will bring up second down. Baker steps back into the pocket. Third down. Third down and long. Number 28 on the run.
A conservative run call on 3rd and long. You don't want to unnecessarily take any risks there and end up in a situation that's difficult to recover from.
Webb punts it away.
It's going to take multiple possessions for the defense to get back into this game. I'm expecting a lot of runs on this drive to keep the clock moving.
He hurls one. Incomplete pass. Roethlisberger, looking to pass, makes the reception.
When you throw passes with that much heat, it makes it hard for the receiver to catch, but also for the defender to pick it off.
Grabbed out of the air. That will move the chains. Roethlisberger, looking to pass. Number 80, with the catch.
Quick first downs like that keep the defense guessing.
Carolina, bringing pressure. He lets one fly. Oh, he makes the catch in the end zone for a touchdown.
What a play! That is what football is all about.
It's good. Pittsburgh widens their lead, 35-3.
This is when it's fun for an offense. You extend this lead and the game just starts to flow. The away team needs to get something going on this drive.
Carolina begins the drive from the 25-yard line. He drops back. That gets us to second down. Baker looking to pass. That brings up third down. Dropping back. Next with number 13. That'll bring up fourth down. That marks the end of the second quarter. The home team out in front, 35-3. The punt's away. Number 10 catches the punt. Makes the return up to the 36. Emma Adams is down on the field and has some information for us.
Gentlemen, I had a chance to speak to the coach for the Ironhawks. He said that kind of pressure we're seeing today is the kind of pressure that could set some records. They're breaking through the line at will, and if the offense does not figure out a way to slow them down, there will be several defenders having career days. Back to you.
Thanks for the update, Emma. Roethlisberger dropping back. He launches one high down the middle. Incomplete pass.
Sometimes you have to have that gunslinger mentality and take a shot to keep the defense on their toes. It didn't work out that time, but it will still let the D know that this QB isn't afraid to test them deep.
Makes the catch. A flag on the play. Let's see how the penalty affects things. Carolina takes the penalty.
The refs have shown they're letting them play today, Dave, but when it's that blatant, it's getting a flag.
Taken at the 12-yard line.
The away team has dug themselves into quite a hole here. They've got a chance to regain some of that on this drive.
He's sacked again. This one will be for a loss of 6. Second down. Quarterback to pass, and he goes down. Sacked down at the 7. Quarterback to pass. The runner dodges away. The receiver can't bring it in. Carolina is set to kick this one away. Webb on the punt.
The away team could really use a big play here on defense, something to spark a comeback.
He hands it off. Finally brought down by Newman. That will move the chains. First down and goal. And it's caught for a touchdown.
I think the defense was expecting run there. The linebackers' eyes were glued to the backfield, and they didn't give much coverage help to the DBs.
It's good. Pittsburgh adds to their score, 42-3.
The away team needs to respond to that score quickly to get the momentum going on their side. Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
Second down. Baker steps back into the pocket. He can't bring it in. Baker steps back into the pocket. He's stopped by number 50.
Everyone was covered up by the first down line. The only option they had was to check down for a shorter completion and hope the receiver could make a few people miss.
Fielded at the 6.
The offense needs to just play it safe here and focus on keeping the ball in their possession as long as possible.
A penalty flag on the field. Roethlisberger handing it off. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Pittsburgh takes the penalty.
In an effort to get a jump on the ball, the defense tends to be pretty reactive.
He safely steps out of bounds. That'll be enough for the first down.
That's the kind of talent this team has, Dave. Moving the ball at will against a defense that isn't full of slouches.
And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
I love to see that kind of confidence in your offensive line. Hand it off and let them lead the way into the end zone.
It's good. Pittsburgh extends their lead, 49-3.
That's a big score for the home team. The away team needs to get something going on this drive.
The Ironhawks brings a blitz. That gets us to second down. Baker dropping back, rockets one. Incomplete. The tight end lines up on the right side. He steps back to pass. Pulled in by number 13, fourth down.
Certain QBs, Dave, you could actually hear the ball being released, and I think this is one of those guys. He just shot the ball into the wideout.
That'll wrap things up for the third quarter. The Ironhawks with the edge so far, 49-3. Baker looking to pass. He throws one. Caught. Forced out of bounds up near the 29-yard line. They are just unable to make it happen there on fourth down.
The home team should focus on time of possession here. Keep the ball away from the other team. Drag this game out.
Second down. Tackled near the line by Newman. Scrambling. He's brought down. That'll bring up fourth down.
The defense was expecting pass the whole way. The safeties and corners had the top covered, which left that short pass as the only option.
Tosses a pass. The ball falls to the ground. Incomplete. Second play of the drive. Baker steps back into the pocket. The pass is intercepted by number 28.
The coach already has the clipboard out. You can bet he's going to go over this mistake right away. The home team should focus on time of possession here. Keep the ball away from the other team. Drag this game out.
First down.
The offense is giving the chain game.
The ball's on the ground. He's stopped.
Dave, it's just so simple. Protect the football. Sadly, we have so many examples where players just don't do that properly. The defense has a chance to come up big. If they can force a punt after that turnover, it'll give the entire...
He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
I don't understand it. QBs have to force the ball into that tight space, and now the kicker has what, 50 feet to kick it through?
It's good. Carolina eats away at the lead a bit. 49-10.
What they need now is a big stop on defense to keep the momentum shifting. The home team should focus on time of possession here. Keep the ball away from the other team. Drag this game out.
Makes the handoff to number 24. The runner steps out of bounds up at the 24. First down.
Quick first downs like that keep the defense guessing.
Throws one. The pass is caught by number 10. That will move the chains.
This is not the type of offense you want to hand momentum like this to. They have some real threats on the field.
Throws the ball. It's caught for the score.
With such a small part of the field to work with and a tight window to throw it through, that throw had to be perfect.
It's good. Pittsburgh adds to their score. 56-10.
The home team is really moving out in front of this matchup. It needs to be go time for the offense. They need to stop messing around. Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to drive the ball down the field.
And it's intercepted by number 97.
I'm sure the coaches had talked to him about this one with him all week. Just a bad read exploited by the secondary. As an offense, the best way to show appreciation to the defense for forcing a turnover is to go drive down the field and turn it into a score.
This drive will begin from the 39, pitching it off to number 24. That will bring up second down. Drops back into the pocket. Airs one out deep downfield to the sideline. And that's enough for a first down. Third play of the drive for the Ironhawks. The pass is, and he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
Dave, not a lot of room for error here, but the wideout and QB got on the same page. Now they share the stats page under touchdown.
It's good. Pittsburgh extends their lead 63-10.
The away team needs to get their act together, or this game might slip out of their reach. It needs to be go time for the offense. They need to stop messing around. Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to drive the ball down the field.
That brings up second down. Drops back into the pocket. He throws one. The receiver can't bring it in.
As a coach, you hope your players have the ability to get past the mistakes they've made and execute the next time they're in that situation.
The ball falls to the ground, incomplete.
The QB took a deep shot there for the first down, but the defense had it covered the whole way.
Rifles a pass to the sideline. The runner steps out of bounds up at the 39. That will move the chains. He drops back to pass. Rifles a pass. The pass is intercepted.
Dave, he's been staring down that receiver all day, and the secondary is just keying on it. He wanted a big play, but he gave one up instead. The home team has a chance to pick up some free points here after that turnover.
Number 24 takes the handoff. That will move the chains.
When you can keep the sticks moving quickly like that, it's a good way to build momentum on a drive.
The defense comes out with 5 DBs. Grabbed out of the air. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs. Roethlisberger back to pass. Grabbed out of the air. And that's enough for a first down.
Someone on the defense is going to get an earful when they get to the sideline.
He is sacked in the backfield by number 96. Roethlisberger dropping back. He can't bring it in.
Back when I was playing, if a receiver dropped a pass, he'd run a mile. If we see him running up and down the sideline, we'll know why.
He flings a pass, and he misses his mark.
This is exactly why 3rd and long is so hard to convert. It takes time for the receivers to get to the first down marker, and by then, the QB is under pressure and forced to make a difficult throw.
Makes a hard throw. He makes the catch in the end zone for a touchdown.
As a receiver, when you're close to the goal line, your route running becomes even more important because the defender knows you have limited options for where you can run. Excellent job there.
It's good. Pittsburgh widens the gap a bit with that score, 70-10.
We've talked about it a few times, Dave. They're really playing a complete game this go-round. Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want.
And he steps in for 6. Touchdown.
That was a great call by the coach and great execution by the players.
Woods on the kick. And it's good. Carolina eats away at the lead a bit, 70-17.
The away team got the ball rolling with that score. Now, they need a big stop and another score to keep the momentum going.
The onside kick is unsuccessful.
The defense has their backs to the wall here. Look for some aggressive blitz packages and tight coverage.
It's caught by number 82. He's stopped.
This is not the type of offense you want to hand momentum like this to. They have some real threats on the field.
Brought down almost immediately. 2nd down. Roethlisberger makes the handoff. Carolina will use one of their timeouts here. 3rd down. Carolina will use their 2nd timeout here. 1st down.
Not elusive enough to make that into a big play, but still keeps that defense on the field.
That gets us to 3rd down. Okay, Mike. Well, we waited all game. Let's hear who the stud of the game is.
Roethlisberger for the home team. Made the whole team better today and earned my stud award. We all know he's a special player, and it's fitting that he's named the stud today.